It was well past midnight, and Jake, a delivery rider trying to make his last drop of the night, decided to take a shortcut. He steered his motorbike onto an old forgotten forest road, a path he'd heard about but never dared to travel. Almost immediately, the ancient trees closed in around him, their massive branches like the arms of dark giants reaching for the sky. The air grew still, and the only sound was the deep, guttural roar of his motorbike, a lonely noise swallowed by the immense silence of the woods. The road ahead was a ribbon of blackness, completely empty. It was just him and the dancing shadows created by his single headlight. He was navigating a particularly sharp bend when his light beam sliced through the darkness and landed on a figure. It was standing right there, on the edge of the road, motionless. A woman. She wore a long flowing white dress that seemed to glow in the dim light, and her dark hair was a tangled mess, obscuring her face. As he got closer, she raised a hand, a slow, deliberate gesture, asking him to stop. Every instinct screamed at Jake to speed up, to get away, but a strange, unexplainable feeling, a mix of pity and curiosity, made him pull over. The engine idled, a nervous heartbeat in the quiet night. "Can you take me home?" she asked. Her voice was a fragile whisper, barely audible over the bike's low rumble. "It's just down the road." Without waiting for an answer, she gracefully climbed onto the back of the bike. As she settled behind him, her hands rested lightly on his waist. Her touch was like ice, a deep penetrating cold that sent a shiver straight through his jacket and into his bones. But Jake, trying to rationalize it as just the night chill, said nothing. He twisted the throttle and started driving again, the bike feeling heavier now. After what felt like an eternity, but was probably only a few minutes, a nagging feeling made him glance at his rearview mirror. He was just going to check if she was okay, but his blood ran cold. The seat behind him was empty. He slammed on the brakes, the bike skidding sideways on the gravel, his heart hammering against his ribs like a trapped bird. He whipped his head around, scanning the darkness. Nothing. The road was empty. The trees stood silent and menacing. There was no sign of her anywhere. Had he imagined it? Just as panic began to set in, his headlight caught a glint of something half buried in the dirt by the roadside. A small wooden sign, weathered and old. Overcome with a dreadful curiosity, he dismounted and walked over to it. He knelt down, his hand trembling as he wiped away the years of accumulated dust and grime. The carved letters became clear. It was a makeshift memorial. It read, "In memory of Emily Rose, died in a motorcycle accident, October 10th, 1995. Jake stared at the date, his mind struggling to process it. October 10th. That was tonight. Exactly 30 years ago. A cold wind rustled the leaves, and Jake felt a presence he couldn't see. He scrambled back to his bike, started it with a roar, and sped away, never once looking back. He never took that road again. Thanks for watching. If you love a good spooky story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the dark. See you next time.